Hi, welcome to my review of Argo, directed by Ben Affleck, starring Ben Affleck, Bryan Cranston, John Goodman, and Alan Arkin. Alright, so what Argo is about is, I'm just going to kind of read a brief summary off of IMDb and I'll just fill in the cracks later. As the Iranian Revolution reaches a boiling point, a CIA exfiltration specialist concocts a risky plan to free 6 Americans who have found shelter at the home of the Canadian ambassador. Ben Affleck's character comes up with this plan, and the plan is he's going undercover sort of as a director to create this science fiction flick. The reason it being a science fiction flick is because, typically, you look at something like Star Wars or Planet of the Apes, they use exotic locations. Iran is perfect for that. With the help of John Goodman's character as well as Alan Arkin's character, Ben Affleck is able to get the right backing to do this fake film. Then Ben Affleck flies to Iran to save these hostages. And to get these people out of Iran, he gives them, fake identities as, producers, writers, and cinematographers. And when the movie hits Iran, that's when the movie gets extremely tense. I can't say anything because I would spoil something, but, it is really great. Ben Affleck really knows how to direct suspense. Now, Argo is Ben Affleck's 3rd time directing. He's directed Gone Baby Gone, The Town, and of course Argo. I have not seen Gone Baby Gone. I have seen The Town, and it was and still is one of my favorite films of 2010. In fact, I didn't even know he directed that film until after I watched it. And you watch, some of Ben Affleck's, earlier stuff, and see that, as an actor, he wasn't very good. And you see him now, like in The Town or in Argo, and you see how much he's evolved. And I actually thought he was great in The Town. And not only was he a great actor in the film, he proved to be a great director as well. And it's even much more so here in Argo. As I said earlier, Argo has some great suspense. It's also really funny, especially with John Goodman and Alan Arkin in the film. They're absolutely fantastic, and they had the whole theater laughing, and really, it was a great time. And I have to say, there's not a bad performance in this film, and I kind of said it earlier, but Ben Affleck is great in this. He's very subtle. He's not overdoing it. He's kind of backing off and kind of letting the supporting actors do their thing. And to me, that's a challenge, for a lead actor, because usually it's usually overdone or it's not enough. And he does it just the right amount, and that's why I think he's great. Yes, I'm about ready to give my rating, but before I do that, I just want to say there were a lot of people in my theater. There were some young adults like myself, but surprisingly, there were a lot of elderly people there, and they absolutely loved it. So, if you're looking for a great film to take your parents to, I think Argo might be it. Just know that there's a lot of language, but that's it. It's not gory. There's no nudity. Unlike, something like The Master. Do not take your parents to go see The Master. That will be just awful. So, as for my rating, I'm going to give Argo a very enthusiastic 4.5 out of 5. I really enjoyed it, and you probably will too. So, do go see Argo. It's highly worth it. So that's my review of Argo. Hope you enjoyed it, and thanks for watching.